Hey guys, so last video we talked about print statements. Today we're going to dive a little deeper and talk about data types and variables. More specifically, here are these questions I thought of. So what is a data type? Basically, a data type lets the program know what type of data each variable is, or what type of data something is. And when I say what type of data, we're talking about like numbers and letters and things like that. And so like I'm gonna put this in the description, but here are all the different data types. So when I say like letters, they're talking about strings, and numbers is going to be talking about ints and floats, and these other ones we're going to talk about later. But for now, we're only going to worry about the numeric types and the text types, not including complex. So yeah, all right. And then what is a variable? A variable is something that you store a value. It's something that you store data in. It doesn't matter the type of data, but it's a variable, something you store this in. So let's say we wanted to write this sentence as a variable. So we can type in x equals, this defines a variable, just the variable name, which is x, and then that equals whatever you want it to say. So if we're talking about hello world, we're gonna define as a string. We're gonna define this string. So we're just type in x equals hello world, and you can't type in x equals hello world without these quotations, because it's not gonna run, because this would be considered a variable, hello world. Notice how I put the underscore, or like you could do that and it would be a variable, but you can't. This isn't a variable. This wouldn't work. This wouldn't work in any case, I don't think. But yeah, hello world. There we go. And so now if we say print x, it's gonna print this string. So hello world. So that's what it did. It printed the string. But like, let's say I wanted to print my name. I type in name equals Devin, and then I type in Devin equals the string. Devin. All right, cool. So what do you think? What do you think this is going to print? Prints my name. And the reason why it prints my name is because we define this variable right here, and then we define it to equal the string Devin. And so now name is just gonna equal whatever this is. So if I just change this to yo, it's gonna print yo, because these two are equivalent. But if I just left it like this, like I was saying earlier, it's just gonna run an error, because it's not defined anything. It's looking for a variable name, or it's looking for a value. We didn't really give it a value that it understands. So this is an int. So age, change my name to here, Devin. And then we're gonna say, what is something that's like, I'm just gonna say 11.5, a float. Float equals 11.5. So float is basically a number that includes decimal places, and then ints are numbers that are just whole numbers. And yeah, so let's say we wanted to include everything in this sentence. So we want to say my name is Devin. My name is. Make sure you add this space. Then you would add name. It's like my name is Devin. See how it worked out? And if you didn't add the space, it wouldn't come out as clean. I always forget to do this. It's not that clean. And then let's say we wanted to add your age, so you would add up another plus, and you would say I am. So like this is, if you're adding a variable, you're gonna add a plus after the string. So you're gonna make a string, whatever you want it to be, then plus, and then your variable. And then if you're gonna add another part to it, then just add another plus, and then it'll add to the string. Hope that didn't come out as confusing. And just always remember to add spaces, because otherwise it's gonna be touching whatever the variable is. So I am, what is it? I'm gonna say age, years old. Okay, cool. So this is not gonna work, and I'll tell you why in a second, but I want to show you it not working so you understand. Okay, cool. So it's gonna say that it needs to be a string. So if you already add a string variable, and then well, no, if you already start a print statement, because if you do this, if you do print age, this will work. Well, only part of it works. See, the 21 works. It'll just print the age. But if you add a string as well, that's not going to work. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to convert this. So you can convert this variable to a string, to this type of data, by typing string, well, str, and then over it. Now, at this point, like right here, this is now a string. This is the same type of data as this. So like you couldn't use operators like 21 plus this. Well, you couldn't use operators like, actually no, it's okay, we're not gonna talk about that right now. Well, you couldn't use 21 plus the age, because these are letters now. You can think of it like letters. That's all this is right now. It'd be something that you would write down. They can't be used right now because you converted it to a string. So I hope that didn't get too confusing, but yeah. Alright, so now it works. My name is Devin, and I'm 21 years old. Notice how I forgot to add the space, and it doesn't look as clean. Alright, here we go. And yeah, that's basically, okay, we can also do a float, plus, float. And then what do we have to do to this? Because why is this not gonna work? You got to convert it to a string. Correct, if you said that. I feel like Dora out here. And then, yeah, 11.5. And I also see, if you caught that, that's the Easter egg. You would have said you forgot to add a space as well. Oops. There we go. 11.5. And that's really it. So now, this seems really simple, but you're gonna use this a lot, like for harder things. And yeah, I think that's all really to say. Oh, can you convert? Oh yeah, that's me converting it. Can you combine variables? We combined them. I showed you how. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. I think next video we'll talk about operators, but we'll see. So yeah, hope you guys have a good one, and peace.